Minuman dibotolkan.
Kerajaan.
Nak minta cakap air lah.
Berkongsi kepada kami, penduduk mendakwa rata-rata daripada mereka juga membeli air dari kedai berhampiran untuk hidangan hari raya.
Justru itu mereka berharap kerajaan baru yang bakal dibentuk nanti dapat beri perhatian dan buat perancangan yang teliti bagi menangani kejadian banjir dari terus berulang, termasuk mendalamkan sungai.
Welcome to Kampung Tengah Gombak. This charming village sits just outside Kuala Lumpur, offering a perfect mix of tranquility and vibrant village life. But there is more to Kampung Tengah than meets the eye. In December 2024, we dove into Kampung Tengah's local governance to uncover the essentials, from healthcare, education, public transportation, to water supply and sanitation. We aim to understand how things really work around here. The name Middle Village might give you a hint about its location, but its history is a bit of a mystery. The land's legal status? Let's just say it's complicated. And this complexity has had a domino effect on local governance and service delivery. The villages, a mix of Malaysians and a growing number of Indonesian immigrants, share their stories. Their interactions with local government, including the Ketua Kampung or the village head, reveal a range of opinions about service delivery. As the population grows, so does the demand on resources. Our findings include various aspects, but as our focus is on water supply and sanitation, we will mainly elaborate on that. With surveys and curiosity, we interviewed villagers to gauge their satisfaction with local governance. Our mission? To propose practical solutions and policy recommendations that can make a real difference. So, come along as we explore Kampung Tengah, where every drop of water and every act of governance matters.
Group 1,
Let's go!
So, we managed to interview a total of 5 respondents in Kampung Tengah, and here's what we found. The interaction between the local government and also the villagers will be mainly dependent on the village chief, where most complaints will be made to the village chief, and the village chief will channel it to the authority. This level of bureaucracy seems simple, but in the case of incompetent village chief, this interaction will fail. According to the respondents, many complaints were made, and all of the complaints were catered by the village chief. Unfortunately, no action was done by the authorities. Furthermore, during a flood, the village chief mainly helps the villagers with necessary actions to take, like taking pictures of the damage done by the flood, to get financial assistance from the government. We also did a survey of the villagers' perceptions and opinions on local government services, and resulted in most of the respondents feeling the services are good, just that the services need to be elderly friendly, since there are elders in Kampung Tengah who don't have the means to commute well in the area. Other than that, this education services had a good rating, with most of the respondents sending their children to schools nearby the village. We also did a survey on the quality of staff interactions in government services, and I could say that the respondents are extremely satisfied with the services. Healthcare services gets the highest rating of all, showing a great interaction between the villagers and staff in the health clinics around the area. And in terms of public safety, the majority of the respondents rated it 4 or 5, with the comment that there are regular police patrols surrounding the village. However, there is a rise of concerns in public safety, where a lot of foreigners move to Kampung Tengah, where the government gave preferential treatment towards them in matters such as housing and also land ownership, which they felt was much easier for the foreigners compared to them. And that's it from me. I'll pass to...
Moving on to main issues faced by villagers in Kampung Tengah. Kampung Tengah faces several significant challenges. One of the main issues is the lack of elderly-friendly services. Many elderly residents who have lived in the village for decades struggle with mobility and access to the essential service due to the inadequate of public transport. Another issue is the influx of immigrants, which has altered the village demographics. This has led to the safety concerns and dispute of the land ownership, with foreigners purchasing land and building illegal structures. Additionally, waste management is a critical problem in Kampung Tengah. Poor sanitation and improper garbage disposal have led to pest infestation and an increase in dengue cases, posing a serious health risk to the community. Next, the impact of water supply and sanitation in Kampung Tengah. Kampung Tengah faces persistent water supply issues, primarily low water pressures, which complicates daily activities like laundry. Some of foreigner residents use water pump, worsening the problem for others. Despite receiving clean water from the Sungai Rumput water treatment plant, inefficiencies in housing management disrupt water flows. A notable incident like the KL Karak highway oil tanker incidents led to the temporary water cut-off, forcing residents to find alternative water sources. Recent upgrades by Ais Selangor have improved water pressure, but increased population and share supply with nearby village continue to strain these resources.
Benda tu terpulang juga pada ketua kampung yang ni. Kalau ketua kampung tu mungkin bagus, mungkin sampailah. Kalau bagi Acik tak ada masalah, benda tu akan sampai. Dan dia dan IJK pun maknanya bagi kerjasama semua. Jadi
untuk pakcik senang tak untuk pergi ke klinik?
Senang lah, tak ada masalah.
So macam kaki tangan kat situ okey lah. Macam layan pakcik dengan
Okey lah, selalunya kalau kata apa, bila benda tu dia mudah lah. Okey lah, dia kata pengurusan tu efisien lah.
Ini kalau ambulans nak masuk tak ada masalah macam jalan sempit?
Tak ada masalah.
Kalau untuk bantuan kewangan, kebajikan selama pakcik kat sini lah, pakcik nak terima BRIM ke?
BRIM tu ada lah. Memang ada lah.
Sampai tu pakcik?
Sampai.
Cuma tu kalau banjir kan ada macam pihak wakil kerajaan datang tu bagi bantuan?
Ada, semua ada. Lepas tu pergi balai polis, pergi report. Lepas tu baru serahkan benda tu dekat ketua kampung. Jadi ketua kampung akan bagi kepada kerajaan negeri. Jadi duit tu maksudnya dia akan minta sekali dengan nombor akaun kau dia. Jadi kita fikir benda tu memang straightforward. Ketua kampung ni memastikan benda tu sampai ke saluran yang betul lah. Kalau kau nak ubah daripada pendidikan, attitude.
Tapi dari sudut macam perkhidmatan kerajaan tu okey je maksudnya?
Okey lah.
Ada akses tu mudah.
Mudah dik. Jadi yang masalah sini itu je lah. Kalau nak kata daripada sikap lah dik. Yang buang sampah kau memang rata-rata. Jadi kau tengok tanah tu kosong, kau campak situ. Jadi bila air hujan, benda tu bertakung, nyamuk datang. Okey. Terima kasih.
At the same time, government service delivery should be improved by time to time. Number one, by reducing the corruption practice in government and its administrative machinery. This behavior impacts villagers' satisfaction with water supply and sanitation. Due to inequality in treatment between locals and foreigners by local governance in Kampung Tengah when it comes to housing construction, procedures and drainage, plan causes on unsystematic drainage. This result in prolonged water recession during floods. Hence, Selayang Municipal Council should enhance transparency. These actions including disclosing all water-related contracts, pricing structures and policy decisions. Number two, taking legal action to pollution accidents. Oil spills significantly impacts the daily lives of Kampung Tengah villagers. These spills affect the raw water supply, Gombak River Water Treatment (LRA), which serve as the primary water source for Kampung Tengah. The Selangor Water Management Board (LUAS) should enforce accountability by taking legal action against company responsible for the accidents. Compensation from legal actions should be invested in improving water management systems. Number three, creating an elderly-friendly platform. Elderly citizens in Kampung Tengah face challenges in using mobile devices and technology due to age-related disabilities. It is a struggle in claiming financial assistance from the government because it requires formal documentation, which poses additional challenges for the elderly. A user-friendly platform tailored for elderly users is necessary, featuring large text and icons with readable fonts, and big buttons for better visibility. Voice command navigation to assist those with limited dexterity or vision. Number 4, spreading awareness on the importance of community participation. The number of participation involved in decision making processes in Kampung Tengah is low. A significant gap exists between the villagers and the village chief, hindering discussions of local governance issues. The village should prioritize underserved areas where water supply issues are more severe. Encouraging residents' involvement in water management discussions such as tariff or infrastructure planning is essential.
What else? Did you know that more than 95% of Malaysians have access to clean and affordable water? Water governance in Malaysia is generally considered successful. We have among the cheapest water tariff in the world, a 24-hour supply, and accessibility to the majority, including the poor. But it's not all smooth sailing. Loopholes and gaps exist both on paper and on the ground. In the case of Kampung Tengah, low water pressure is a common issue. To tackle this, the state government could fund water pumps or improve pressure directly from the tank source. Upgrading old pipelines is also an effective solution, as seen with some respondents. But the crucial step here is to ensure all houses are to enjoy the same water service benefits. And this responsibility lies in Ais Selangor, formerly known as Syabas. However, one may argue the relevance of such proposal. Why? Financial constraints. Researchers argue that at the state level, water resource protection is hindered by institutional incapacity and lack of budget. An increase in water tariff might just be the key. By achieving full cost recovery, water operators could improve service delivery, as demonstrated in the Klang Valley case. Now, as water tariff is a sensitive issue, both federal and state governments should involve all stakeholders, especially civil society and NGOs, in drafting a more inclusive and efficient water governance framework. This reform needs dynamic approaches to transform legal, institutional, and financial aspects. To be at par with developed countries and achieve the 6 Sustainable Development Goals, clean water and sanitation, Malaysia must expand international cooperation and capacity building support in water-related activities. Diversifying water resources is also crucial. The oil tank accident highlighted the need for alternative sources managed by luas to mitigate risks of over-dependence on a single water resource and ensure economic stability. Last but not least, improving the housing system rooted in land legal ownership is vital. Emphasizing grassroots participation and changes in ownership and settlement structure can enhance villages' standard of living. While there are challenges, the potential for a more efficient and inclusive water governance system in Malaysia is immense. Let's work together for a better future. Imagine a Malaysia where every drop counts. With reforms in water governance, we can ensure clean, affordable water for all. By upgrading infrastructure involving stakeholders and embracing sustainable practices, Malaysia can lead the way in water management. Together, let's turn this vision into reality. What do you think, Hidayah?
For me, Fariha, I hope that villagers of Kampung Tengah will finally cooperate with each other and voice out their concern collectively to the local authorities. Unity and collaboration are essential in creating harmonious community. By working together and never losing hope, they can ensure that their voices are heard and addressed. How about you, Muqri?
Well, for me, I hope that the government will improve their assistance and services toward the villagers, especially when complaints are made. A responsible and competent government is what the people need, and that is something every government, no matter the areas and stages, should be. Right, Nina?
You are absolutely right, Muqri. Water is the basic needs of life. Every person deserves a good quality of water resources. Its preservation must be collective mission. However, ensuring its availability and quality demands the active involvement of governance. By working hand in hand with local communities, can secure a future where water remains a source for all and hope life for all.